This is the Oklahoma Ford High School Basketball Championships.
This afternoon, it's the boys 5A title game between the CLAREMORE Zebras and the Tulsa Memorial Chargers from the Mabee Center in Tulsa. And we welcome you back into the Mabee Center once again. Tom Franklin, Neil Raphael courtside to call the action for you in what should be a dandy matchup between the number 2 and number 3 ranked teams in the state, Neil. But people weren't expecting this matchup. They were expecting CLAREMORE to lose in the semifinals to Carl Albert because Carl Albert's always here in the finals to play Tulsa Memorial. One of those teams has gone home with the trophy the last 4 years, but CLAREMORE had other ideas coming up with a big overtime win yesterday.
Yeah, they stepped it up. No one expected them to be there, and what a great job in overtime of taking control of that game. And should be an outstanding one here today, Tom.
Meanwhile, Tulsa Memorial ranked number 2 in the state coming into the playoffs. Not flashy in the quarterfinals and the semifinals, but they've gotten here, and they too needed a little bit of dramatics to get around and get to this point.
Yeah, they did. They worked really hard on both sides of the basketball. They were able to get here today. Should be an outstanding 5A final.
Let's take a look at some of the key players to look at today's ball game. First of all, for the CLAREMORE Zebras, they've got Jeffrey Oxford, a junior wing player who's been outstanding so far in this tournament.
Yeah, he has. The 6'1 senior averaging 22 points on the season and had 34 points in the semifinals against Carl Albert.
As for the Tulsa Memorial Chargers, they've got great scorers as well, but they've also got a great floor general and floor leader in senior Caleb Nero.
Yeah, 6'2 senior Nero is averaging 24 points on the season. He's hard to keep out of the paint, and when you keep him out of the paint, he can pull back and shoot the 3 as well. So a very difficult player to stop.
Number 2 versus number 3. It's the CLAREMORE Zebras, ranked number 3 in the state, against the second-ranked Tulsa Memorial Chargers, clashing for the 2017 championship. For CLAREMORE, this is kind of a new deal for them, Neil. They haven't been to state since 2010, and they have yet to win a state championship or play in the title game. This is a first for them.
Yeah, it is. They played here for 3 days in a row. This is their 3rd day in a row. We'll see if they can come in here with a little confidence, even though they have not won that elusive state title.
Memorial is trying to get a revenge against Carl Albert, which won the title last year, but they're going to have to get their revenge against CLAREMORE if they want to go back to the winner's circle and take home the gold ball today. Should be an outstanding matchup. The 5A title game, CLAREMORE versus Tulsa Memorial. Starting lineups and opening tip-off coming your way from the Mabee Center right after this timeout.
The Oklahoma Ford High School Basketball Championships are sponsored by your Oklahoma Ford dealers.
How do you become America's best-selling brand?
You're not gonna make it.
Do you think you can make it?
Make it every time.
Nice.
Going further to keep drivers moving freely. That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Now get 0% financing for 72 months on our full line of SUVs. Visit us online or see your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
I almost caught my house on fire sticking my neck out trying to change a fuse the other day. Metroplex Electric saved the day. They're quick and dependable. That's why I like them.
When you need electrical, call Metroplex Electric.
Options. Everybody loves options, right? If one gas station's prices are too high, you zip down the block. Get a bad meal at a restaurant. Don't go back. But when it comes to banking, most people don't shop around. Why is that? Wouldn't you rather do business with a company that respects your time and money? Let Communication Federal Credit Union prove we deserve your business. It only takes a few minutes to switch. Communication Federal, connecting with you.
Peter Piper Pizza is a new kind of pizza place. A new kind of fun. And it's not just for kids. Here, grown-ups have an equal right to enjoy themselves. To food made right, exactly the way they like it. to the kind of beverages they prefer, with the kind of games they love. Because shouldn't family fun be fun for everyone? Welcome to Peter Piper Pizza, now open in Oklahoma City.
Weathering the storm with Metroplex Electric.
Claremore and Tulsa Memorial for the boys 5A title coming up here from the Mabee Center in Tulsa. Two teams both close by here at Tulsa Memorial, obviously in the city. Claremore not far away, and a guy who's been able to watch a lot of them this year is Harold Kuntz. And Harold, what do you expect in this ball game today for the title for the gold ball?
Well, Tom, first off, I expect Memorial to go inside. In the first quarter against El Reno, they dumped it down to Isaiah Thomas. Of course, that big guy did some work down low. They were doing an advantage on the rebound. But they did struggle with shooting from the outside, and that's where Claremore excels. They get shooting from the outside, and they keep the pace at a fast tempo. It should be a quick and down game. So Claremore Memorial, inside versus outside, good matchup. Back to you.
All right, thanks very much. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for both teams. See Jeffrey Oxford, who we talked about in the open, leading the way for them, coming off a big 34-point effort in the semifinal matchup. Caleb Nero, 30-point effort for Memorial. We're just about ready for play here. And Leighton Hartloff with the long reach, but a steal right away. Caleb Nero with the intercept on the pressure. The floater won't go. Second chance opportunity won't go.
Another
by
rebound.
Childs. Another shot. No good by Isaiah Thomas. And they'll get a fourth opportunity as Kobe Rose has it.
Looks like they're just padding their offensive stats there, Tom, the offensive play.
Rose on the drive, lost the dribble, picks it back up. Back out to Shamar Walker. Here's Kobe Rose. He'll take the three. No good. Snatching a rebound finally was Jeffrey Oxford.
5 looks at the basket that time for Memorial.
Oxford with the dish. The baseline jumper is no good by Caleb Taylor. Just about a minute gone by. We've had a lot of action, but no points.
Yes, we have.
Tulsa Memorial in the white, trimmed in red and blue. Three from the wing is good. Kalen Childs with the three ball. Childs, a 6'4" senior, puts the first points on the board for the Chargers. Claremore in the red and white. But red a predominant color for both teams, so you're going to see a lot of it in the stands here. Muscling up for two was Leighton Hartloff. Wow.
Nice move against 2 tough defenders that time. My goodness.
Hartloff, it's been a load for Claremore in the quarterfinals and in the semis, scoring 20 and 22 respectively. Off balance shot by Caleb Nero. And away comes Claremore with a chance to take the lead. And they do on the three ball by Gunnar Hall. What a great name for a guy who shoots a three. Gunnar Hall.
Back-to-back baskets for Claremore.
And it's a 5-3 advantage. Kobe Rose with a lefty off the glass.
Wow, how smooth was that with the first step with the left hand?
He's coming off a 19-point effort in the semifinal victory over El Reno, and all 19 of those points came in the second half. Gunnar Hall, 2 in a row.
What a quick release by Gunnar from the right side.
Guess his mom and dad knew something when they named him Gunnar. Down low and fumbling the ball out of bounds, Isaiah Thomas. Thomas, the biggest player on the court at 6'6". He looks bigger than that.
Yes, he does.
Of course, we're sitting below courtside. You know, court is about waist level as we're sitting here. So these guys all look bigger. But he's the biggest guy at 6'6", but he's got the size advantage. Here's Hartloff in the lane with a little scoop with the right hand.
2 baskets for Hartloff.
10-5 in favor of Claremore. Shamar Walker, back iron with the three. And the rebound to Levi Chastain. Oxford from the free throw line. Won't go. Putback is good and one for Hartloff, who takes a spill to the floor.
Look at the elevation. Can't wait to see that one again by Hartloff. Elevated on the miss. Both feet left the floor, as we'll see, and puts that one back in. So impressive. Oh my. It's a special player.
Foul on Shamar Walker. The little guy at 5'7", trying to get in the land of the Giants and help on the rebound.
Yeah,
Hartloff there for the putback.
Talk about the size of Memorial, but 6'5" Hartloff, the biggest Claremore had, and that young man can jump out of the gym.
Misses the free throw ever, and the ball goes out of bounds and will stay with Tulsa Memorial. So Shamar Walker, a 5'7" junior. Finally get the ball in the hands of Caleb Nero, with Caleb Taylor playing him tight. On the drive, going to get a body foul, I believe, on Taylor. So Caleb Taylor with the first whistle. Watch here.
Cross, the hesitation.
Yeah, he got turned sideways,
Yes.
and when you're turned sideways, you're not ruled to be in front of the defender. You don't have to have your feet planted to take a charge, but you got to be square up to him. Caleb Nero gets on the score sheet.
Nice stroke by Nero.
With a much needed three. It's a 12-8 ball game. Just past the midway point of the first quarter. Boys 5A title game. Claremore's never been here before. Long three by Hartloff is no good. The rebound chased down by Nero, and going to get a reach-in foul, and that'll be two quick fouls on Caleb Taylor.
They really had no choice there. The momentum that time by Nero.
Substitutions coming in.
Yeah, he was going to get in the lane and make things happen.
Taylor will sit down, and Chance Nost will check in. Nost, the 6'1" senior. Tulsa Memorial. Stutter dribble, and the shot no good by Nero. And the rebound cleared by Hartloff. The Tulsa Memorial was expected to be here, ranked number 2 in the state, was expected to play Carl Albert, but they almost didn't get out of the quarterfinals. They were down 13 at the end of 3 quarters to Lawton Eisenhower. Three is good. Hartloff has come out firing. He's got 9 of their 15 points.
Yeah, he's outscored Memorial thus far, 9-8.
But they were down 13 to Lawton Eisenhower. Thomas misses from in the lane. Rebound, fought for. Taken out of there by Kobe Rose. A nice save. And a blocking foul. It'll be on Chance Nost. That's 3 fouls now on Claremore. But after being down 13, they force overtime. Then they found themselves down 6 in overtime, 70-64, and scored the final 12 points in overtime to win that game, 76-70.
I don't think their coach likes them playing from behind, Tom, but seems to work for them thus far, right?
Kobe Rose with a 3-ball pulls them back to within 4 at 15-11. Here's a 3 answer by Chance Nost.
Well, they shot the ball well here in this first period.
It's 3 threes already in the first quarter for Claremore. Out to an 18-11 lead. We still got a minute 55 to go. Oxford with a steal and a bad decision by Shamar Walker. The pull-up no good. Tip back out to Hartloff. Can't get it to go, but he'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, Hartloff having a chance to get here in double figures here in the first quarter. Look at Hartloff always where the ball is. My goodness, great anticipation.
Caleb Nero picks up the foul, his first. Hartlaw, no good. So he's 0 for 2 from the stripe. Still has 9 points, however.
A lot of weapons for this Claremore team. Oxford hadn't even scored yet, Tom.
Yeah. Keelan Boone is checked in along with Corey Guest. And Hartloff goes 0 for 2 from the stripe. So it stays 18-11. Kobe Rose with the ball. Finds Nero toward the corner. Rose will take the lefty three. It's no good. Rebound batted around, out of bounds. Last touch, they say, by Chance Nost. It'll belong to Tulsa Memorial. Hartloff will check out, and Jesse Uton will check in. One of the two Uton brothers, Jesse the senior at 6'3". Levi is a 6'2" sophomore. Caleb Nero looking for room, can't find it. Rose will attack with the lefty and make it. Fast start for Kobe Rose. He has 7 of their 11. Here's Nost again. 2 for him off the bench from long range.
Yeah, you've got to find the shooters of Claremore. That's something Memorial struggled a little bit with thus far, Tom, is finding the shooters, especially in transition.
Gunnar Hall with a couple of 2 threes early, and now Nost, who's replaced him, has answered. Nero misses the 3 ball, and Oxford will take the rebound. Diagonal for Nost.
Much better that time. That's the #1 priority in transition. Stop the basketball.
Sounds simple. Doesn't always work out that way, though, does it?
Nice
Nost will
step.
drive and a block. Wow. Skying for that one, Isaiah Thomas. We're checking. That was 22, Caleb Boone. 3 is offline for Keelan Boone. The Boone brothers, 21 and 22. Racing down the floor, and another block for Caleb Boone. At the buzzer, no. But Caleb Boone off the bench with a couple of blocks. Otherwise, Tulsa Memorial might find themselves in a bigger than an 8-point hole. As it is, 9 points for Leighton Hartloff has propelled the Zebras to the early 8-point advantage after 1.
The Oklahoma Ford High School Basketball Championships are sponsored by MidFirst Bank.
Because every great accomplishment takes courage. Because one person can't do it all. Because dreams are worth chasing. MidFirst Bank will always be true to your money. With proven services that support all of your endeavors. MidFirst Bank, true to your money.
Peter Piper Pizza is a new kind of pizza place. A new kind of fun. And it's not just for kids. Here, grown-ups have an equal right to enjoy themselves. To food made right, exactly the way they like it. To the kind of beverages they prefer. With the kind of games they love. Because shouldn't family fun be fun for everyone? Welcome to Peter Piper Pizza, now open in Oklahoma City.
Getting set for the start of the second quarter. Claremore jumping out to a 21-13 lead, hitting 8 of 14, including 5 of 6 from beyond the arc to open up the advantage over Tulsa Memorial. Isaiah Thomas can't get it to go, but he'll go to the free throw line.
He'll definitely take that start if you're a coach. 5 of 6, 83% from beyond the arc thus far. My.
Jesse Uton guilty of the foul, so Isaiah Thomas, the 6'6" senior, missing from the free throw line. First trip to the line for Tulsa Memorial. We have yet to have a free throw made, though. And we still have not had a free throw made. Thomas missed 2, and Leighton Hartloff missed 3 for Claremore in the first quarter. Here's Oxford.
Oh.
Neil, you're not supposed to get the ball. You're supposed to protect the monitor.
I know. I was going for the ball first, but hey.
I think everything's all right.
Yeah, I think it's good.
So right in front of us. Ball gets thrown in by Oxford.
I really was going to dive out there and get the ball. Forget that we can always replace those monitors.
Here's Oxford. Tough turnaround baseline. Won't go. The rebound taken down by Caleb Nero. Tries to get some transition going. Rose for 3. Kobe Rose.
Starting to heat up with that left hand.
It's his second 3 ball. He's got 10 of their 16. Hartloff. He's got a 3 ball. Threes are raining down here all of a sudden. 24-16. Still an 8-point lead for Claremore. Walker trying to go baseline and fouled by Devin Brown.
Yeah, Brown slapped down on the ball that time.
Brown giving Levi Chastain a break at the point guard spot. Brown, a senior at 5'9".
Yeah, if he wouldn't have come down, slapped down with that right hand.
And we're still looking for our first free throw.
Isn't that amazing? Claremore shooting over 80% from the three-point line, but no one can make a free throw.
Minor details. Chastain comes back in and Brown will go out. Come on, Shamar, we need a free throw. Thank you.
Go.
We'll get our first timeout with 6:42 to play here in the second quarter. Let's see how both of these teams arrived at the 5A championship game this afternoon. First of all, Tulsa Memorial with that overtime victory, as we told you about, with Lawton Eisenhower. And then they knocked off a very good El Reno team, 69-65 in the semifinals. Claremore with a 6-point win over Shawnee. And then the surprise of the tournament as they knocked off top-ranked Carl Albert by a score of 83-82 in overtime to get here and have a chance at their first state title. No state appearances since 2010, although this is their 8th appearance in the state tournament. And this is their first time ever to the championship game. Haven't been the champion or the runner-up. But they're gonna do something that their school has never done before, regardless of the outcome.
You always wonder how they're going to react when they're on such a large stage here, especially being your first chance.
Doesn't seem like they've been fazed by it whatsoever.
No, not at all. They're just real smooth and shooting the ball exceptionally well.
Across the way, head coach Bobby Allison for Tulsa Memorial having a word with one of the officials.
What a fantastic crowd we have, Tom.
Well, we expected this.
Yes.
These are neighborhood schools in all regards. Nobody has to travel very far to support either one of these teams for the title. Oxford, who is yet to get on the score sheet, but that doesn't matter to Claremore. They tried to go inside, and Hartloff was taken away. Here's Nero to the basket. The right-hander goes. Caleb Nero with his second hoop. He has 5, and the lead is down to 5 at 24-19.
There's been some great men's basketball here in the city of Tulsa. Nolan Richardson started out at Tulsa.
3 out top is no good by Nost. A one and done.
Flip Saunders at Tulsa.
Through the lane, Walker gets it in the land of the Giants. And right away, Tommy Nolan, the head coach at Claremore, says, suddenly my 8-point lead is down to 3. I better call a timeout.